a bit weird. I'm looking at that, the camera's view is upside down, but it's the right way around for me. Weird. What we got here? Right, this is the Garmin Zumo sat nav. I think it's something like a 346 or 346. There you go. Could check me out remembering numbers. 346. I've had it a while. I have had it at least as long as I've had the Ducati, possibly even longer. It might have been something that I had on the Kawasaki before the Ducati. But it's showing its age a bit. I've always had trouble with the battery, keeping it charged and stuff, mainly because I don't look after it. That is what it is, T10. So what we're going to do is today is just swap the batteries over. So I've sourced a battery already. Apparently this is the right one. There's many of them out there. They're all about sort of 20 something quid. Some of them want like 60 odd quid for them. You can even get one from Garmin for 40 quid that will go straight in. So even Garmin think this is a user serviceable part. So there it is. I got it off Amazon only because I could send it back. I could have got it off Temu because I knew it was going to be sat here for a while. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Torx T10 screws to take out. So there you go. It's a nice bit of synergy for you on a Monday. I'm on a day off today, so I'm just catching up with a bit of videoing so I can get a whole load of videos stacked up. So you'll probably be seeing this. And I might be even more bionic by then, by the time this one gets to air, because I've got a knee operation coming up. So I've been putting that off since '98, because I was told then my knee was buggered and there's nothing more they could do with it, and I needed a knee replacement. So if I wasn't going to have the knee replacement, I needed to look after it. So I proceeded to carry on playing squash, carry on with my martial arts, carry on running. 5 or 7 Great North runs, 1 London Marathon, 1 Outlaw Ironman thingy triathlon. Outlaw's the UK's brand, but it's the same sort of thing as Ironman. So yeah, obviously I looked after it. Right, so with these, I'll try and zoom you in for this. So I think you have to get it through, if I remember, you have to move it gently one way so you can unclip the battery. I could be making it, oh, that's because we've got it the wrong way up. The battery's in the bottom. Yes, that way. So gently put it that way. Lift this Captain tape here. Assuming it is Captain tape. I do have a roll of Captain tape, but we will try and preserve this because obviously I'm tight and I don't want to use that up. So the battery's there. Just quickly check that it's the same connector before we go any further. It looks the same. So let me get something that's a little bit better for doing this. That's probably not better for doing it than this. Let's get one of these. I tend to find the pointy pliers are quite good for this. Just to flick them out. Or completely make a mess of it, like I've just done there. There we go. It would have been easy just to pull it out. I actually flicked it and broke a piece of plastic off. Don't do that. Right, so now I should be able to, I think you could undo the other one of these, put that down, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Right, we need to get a spludging tool for getting that out now. So get me heavy duty spludger. Right, be careful, word of warning, these are glued in. They're usually glued in quite well. Try not to excessively bend it or force it, so try and break it off a little bit all the way around until you can get under the glue, and it usually just pops at that point. So I didn't get a sticky pad. You were supposed to get a sticky pad with it. So I'm going to try and salvage this sticky pad. Of course I'm going to get me greasy fingers all over it. Right, so we're going to shove that sticky pad back in because it's actually cut to fit the hole it's going into. There we go. And we've got a new battery. And I think it went like that. So that's helpful, all the writing of the batteries on the on the wrong side, but we'll live with that. Right, flip it over. It's going to be a very short video. I've not broken anything. There's time. Don't say that, you dickhead. Right, I think it goes in this way round. Could be wrong, but yep, I think I am wrong. I think it goes in this way round. Could do a flipping magnifying glass. The trick is with these is to get them seated first before you ram them home. I think, you know what, I think I had it right the first time. Yes, yeah it is, you press it. It's a press down one, not a slide in one, that's why I was being absolutely dismal. So shove that back across there, take that back down, put that across there, flip it back over, put my pointy pliers away, check me out being tidy. Now before I go any further, let's just get a quick test run. Don't know if it's flat or not. Could be flat, or I've completely buggered it. That's interesting. Right, bear with me. Back. Right, I've got a power bank. Hopefully it's charged up. It's my emergency one out of the dry fit bag, my coaching bag. I think it's under this little one. Yep. Why? To say it wasn't that old, this, for some bizarre reason it had a... Right, so it's lit up anyway. It says it's charging. So I hope it wasn't flat, because if it was, we're mullered. We're going to be in the same boat as we were anyway. Because these things do not like being left flat. Well, there you go. That'll be why the sticky wasn't so good on the battery, because the sticky wasn't good on there. Just thinking about it. Right, I'm going to stick this on charge for a bit because I don't really want to put the screws back in it until we've got the battery sorted out. And what I might do is peel that off and stick it in there just to stick that. Well, it's doing something. Right, I'm just going to leave that on charge now. In fact, I might transfer it to the thing because this is just powered off. Right, let me go and put it on charge over there on a proper charger, and then we will resume and I'll screw it back up. Right, good news, it is now charged up. Let's show you what happened. Now it's this side. That way. Yeah. So what I had to do was I had to reseat that about 3 or 4 times, and it eventually started working. So I've left it turned on just in case I unseat it when I'm gluing this back down. Yeah, I had to press it and press it and press it and press it, and then it's gone off. It's gone off for its own reasons, not because I've tripped over it. You can see it's charged up now, so it wasn't even charging. So it was supplying, when I plugged into the USB was powering the device, but it wasn't charging the battery because the battery wasn't connected. So when I really pressed down hard on the battery thing, it did eventually decide to connect. So that's why I've left it turned on as I press that down, just in case it unseats it. Some of these Chinese connectors are not brilliant, and it's obviously a Chinese battery. So Torx 10 again, just in case you forgot. Doing Katie cornered, don't know what that is. It's now a day later. Sorry, I've had you can't see my arm anyway, so that's okay. I've got a thing on it where they've been taking blood out of my arm. It's a big pre-op assessment. It's all getting a bit real now. 3 weeks yesterday. Many of them stood here now. I'm stood on that leg. It's no wonder that leg's knackered. I'm leaning over. I'm looked like that. I'm not even stood on this leg. So I know if I stand evenly, the joint will slip. So it's like, I know some people have commented like, so I'm still going out and like banging out 70 odd miles on the bike. Trust me, it hurts. But the alternative is I get a lot heavier, and then that hurts too. Some good music on radio too while I was on my way back. I've still got much chance to listen to the radio now. Now, unfortunately, I can't have the radio on while I'm doing YouTube videos because I get told off enough on the other channel. Always picking up strikes on the other channel for copyright infringement. Because obviously, when I'm doing call, people want some nice jiggy music on to get jiggy with it. There we go, that's it. Hold it back up, that's the old battery, that's the old Garmin one, dead. New one, not sure how good it's going to be, whether it's going to last that long. This is where it doesn't work now with. There we go. All good, fully charged up. Try and remember to keep this one charged up so we don't bugger it up. There you go, how to fit a battery in a Garmin. I think it's pretty much for the same for the 9 series ones. This is the 346. I think they do a 946 and a 5 as well. They're all similar batteries. I guess they're all similar thing inside. Like I said, Garmin actually sells these batteries, so it must be something that they consider as a user doable thing. I guess it depends on how handy you are. At least if you watch the video, you'll know what you get into. So probably back onto some bikes now because I'm surrounded by them. Anyway, jobs are good at. Like and subscribe. Yeah, that'll be where's the subscribe button? It'll be down there somewhere. There. Anyway, right, jobs are good at.